Say hello to your new best friend. I mean, dinner new best friend. Dinner time new best. Oh, what the hell? Just start this. Yesterday was, I'm gonna be honest with you, Max just schooled me a little bit because I was saying too much. So I'm gonna try not to. You can keep a count in your head if you want, but I'm really now trying not to say it. Yesterday was Gray's, the restaurant that I'm a partner in, second birthday. We celebrated with lots of fun and people were there. It was a great time. And I wanted to cook something outside on the flat top that we have that I could just make and give to people to try. I was trying to think about what it was, what it could be. I thought maybe some kind of fried rice thing would be good, considering in the morning I made fried rice, sort of a Korean breakfast bowl fried rice for somebody that left the company. But I didn't want to do Korean food because it didn't make sense for Gray's, charcuterie boards and flatbreads. Then I thought, hey, what if I did an Italian-inspired fried rice? And it was a great idea. Then I had to figure it out. I had never made it until I stood at the flat top making it. And it was so good. Not just me saying this. People said, will this be on the menu? Will you do this on YouTube? Yes, we're doing it on YouTube. And we're gonna grill some chicken to go along with it. So now it's a complete meal for you. Sound good?
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own pesto because that's part of it. I heard that one. That last one didn't count, but the one before it, that was there. We'll make our own pesto, grill some chicken, make the rice. Bob's your uncle, which, you know, in my case, he really was. There's all kinds of pesto. We're making basil pesto because that's what works. And this is the little basil plant that I picked up at the supermarket. I need 2 cups of the leaves, so I will just pick them off. Stems won't make a big difference, but unless you have to use them, and I don't know why you would, try and go without them. So 2 fairly loose cups of pesto leaves. And if you could smell this right here, boy. When you see how easy it is to make this, you'll be making your own pesto, I hope. Give me one sec. Maxie can maybe make this faster. When you have your 2 cups, feel free to throw them in your processor. And this will be followed up by a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. They look like that. 2 cloves of garlic, like that. 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, like that to me. Nice pinch of kosher salt and pepper. And if you wanted to put something spicy in right now, like red pepper flakes, something like that, you'd be welcome to. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give this a little mix. And then with the motor running, we'll drizzle in about 1/2 cup of olive oil. I love the way the sound changes. Let's stop and look. What that is? That is pesto, boys and girls. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, we taste it, lads?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
please. Okay. Seriously, there's nothing like fresh pesto. All right, this is made and delicious. Let's prep our chicken because really, once the chicken starts, we can make the rice because the rice happens in about 3-4 minutes. Once again, if you can't pull this off on a weekday night, you've broken both your arms and legs. There you go. Simple as that. So then if you have, then have somebody make it for you because it's still really damn good and easy. Chicken, you'd recognize that, but before that, look at this. I put it in a bowl. It is just one of the most gorgeous things ever. Look at this shot. This one right here. The color is phenomenal. Okay, chicken time. I'm gonna do what I normally do with chicken. I do this all the time for myself. It's very simple. Chicken breast cooks more evenly and easier, I believe, if you flatten it out. So I put it in a Ziploc bag. I give it a little splunch of avocado oil on both sides. I seal it, most of the air out. It's not a technical process. And then, as I'm fond of saying, using a mallet, bottle of vodka, something. I used a bottle of olive oil once and it smashed. That was very bad. Like to say, you now level the chicken playing field. We're gonna make it evenly flat. And it doesn't matter if it's a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch, or 1 inch flat. What matters only is that it's an even flatness. And now when you cook it, not only will it cook faster, but way more evenly. Okay, there's one. Let me do the other one. You don't have to watch, and then we'll cook them. All right, here's our chicken. I seasoned it, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. That's it. See this little guy? You know what that is? That's the tender. When you get chicken tenders, that's it. I just knocked the tender out of it when I was flattening. And I'm only seasoning on one side because, boys, because they're thin. Thank you. And on we go. This guy here and his little tender buddy. Oh, that's cute. And then we'll put the other one over here with his little buddy right there. They're not gonna take long. I'm just gonna give them a little bit of oil for when they turn. Keep them from sticking. There we go. I'll now clean my hand or somebody will write and go, the guy's touching raw chicken and not cleaning his hands. So we're gonna go for pretty marks, right? Which aren't there yet. And And after just a couple of minutes, great. Great. Look, if you want it, because they're thin, you can't wait for the marks to get much darker or you'll be drying the kit out. Perfect. And I let it go about 3/4 of the way, so it's not going to take much longer on this side. And that's just great chicken for no matter what you're doing. A sandwich, a salad with chicken in it, anything. It's a great way to cook it. It's simple, it's quick, it's healthy, it's delicious. We eat a lot of chicken.
What was that?
I didn't think it would get that hot that fast. I put it down and pressed it. All right, and after really not more than a couple minutes, it's ready. We'll take it off. And then it's time for our rice. We begin with a little splotch of avocado oil and about a half of a yellow onion. Could be white, could be red, who cares? And since this is gonna cook quickly, let's add our mushrooms. Look, I'm using shiitakes because I have a love of them. Some might call it an obsession. I wouldn't. I think obsession would imply I'm doing creepy shit with them and I'm not.
I think they call that denial. Denial of not just the river in Egypt.
And whether you're cooking this on the flat or in a pan or in a wok, doesn't matter. It cooks exactly the same. So you can see I cut the shiitakes up a little bit. I like smaller pieces. A couple of them are a little bit bigger, but all good. Now, of course, I want some garlic. And to do that, a little hit of oil, the garlic. And when it's fragrant, in no time, we mix it in. Now it's time for our protein, and here's what we're using. Prosciutto, but I've cut it up like that, and I'm using spicy calabrese, and I've cut it up like that. So these will just go in. Look, you could use any kind of meat you wanted. They don't have to be Italian, but of course Italian fried rice would imply some level of Italianness in that. So this, we mix. And here's what I like to do next. Push these over to the side, and of course they'll continue to cook. Now I bring in the rice. So a little more oil here, and this is what I'm using. I'm using these packages of rice that you put them in the microwave for 90 seconds, or you do this. And because you need cold rice, leftover next day rice, if you don't have it, or you want fried rice in a minute, this is the genius thing to keep in your pantry. Bust it up, and now start heating this on the flat. And once it's warm, like now, in comes the good stuff. Everything gets mixed, and the good part is about to happen. Back comes our pesto, our gorgeous, delicious pesto. I made a little spot because I kind of like it when it hits the flat top and starts to cook there. Then another couple tablespoons. I'm probably using maybe 1/3 of a cup. My God, it's so good. When you boys try this? Do you smell it? You smell that pesto. When it heats up, the flavor really comes out. Only thing I haven't done is salt and pepper. I'll do that now. Mix it in. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Guys, this is ready. I'm gonna take this off, put it on something to serve with the chicken. You guys wanna go set up on the other side? And here we are. Now, what would Italian anything be without a little parm? All right, let's do the chicken, but actually here, let me cut it first. So let's do this. So here we go. Let's just put all this here like this. Good. Beautiful. That's the dinner, just like that. Make the chicken ahead of time. Serve it cold. Who nobody cares. It's all great. I mean, come on. It's the mushrooms, calabrese, the prosciutto, the pesto that we made that makes this insane. It is so flavorful. It is so different. It is so delicious. And this chicken, Chance said it while we were snacking on pieces during shooting. Chance is suddenly on team breast. You know me, I normally don't like chicken breast. Don't overcook it. Get a thermometer. I didn't tempt this, but I'd say get yourself an instant read digital thermometer and pull it off somewhere around 160. There'll be some carryover. You'll be fine. Nobody's getting sick. Nobody. The sooner I end this, the sooner the boys can try it. Hey, don't forget, if you haven't pre-ordered my next book, Sam the Cooking Guy Between the Buns, go to my homepage, my homie page, cookingguy.com. Right there you can order it and enter to win a virtual cooking class. Just me and you and whoever else you want. And you can go to shopsdcg.com and buy our merchandise. Not this. This is an old shirt from 2000. Does that say 6?
Yes.
2006. We don't make these.
It's vintage.
It's old school. All right. Get on it, Sparky. You want to make this.